Okay. So the question is how many Americans worry about money every single day? And if you look it up, it's like 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Obviously, we don't know if that's true. And there's a lot of different factors. Like we got people that are just irresponsible. We got people in the same living conditions making twice as much as the next person with the same responsibilities, but they live paycheck to paycheck. You get what I'm saying? So irresponsibility obviously is going to complicate things here, but for the most part, I think it's just common sense that most people don't really have a lot of money, and that most people are worried to some degree about money. At least here in America, I would imagine most of the world. I don't know. But I had somebody not that long ago, they were bragging about somebody they knew making all this money. They got in a position, they were making all this money. She was happy for them, blah, 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 blah. Right? And I caught this person dwelling on their decisions in life, even though she sounded successful to me. And I'm like, well, you want to fixate on somebody that has what you think that you want, and you think that that person did something right with their life. Now, the amount of money that you make does not is not equivalent to the value that you offer in this world. Money and value are totally, but the gap between value and money is so you can help people like crazy for a living and be broke. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you're going to sit there and say that that person did something right, then you got to sit there and say 80% of the country did something wrong. And then that 80% of the baby boomer generation did something right because they ended up with houses, they ended up with, doing okay. But 80% of the millennials and stuff didn't. Do you sit there and you say the 20% did something right and the 80% did something wrong? Or do you use your brain and you say something is clearly wrong and that it's not a personal problem why things are the way they are? Most of us are doing the best that we can and we offer value in society and we still don't have shit. That is not something to look at ourselves in the mirror and hate ourselves for.